Quick Thoughts and Mr. Global have been talking back and forth about the problem of rising electricity costs and whether they're associated with AI and data centers, which is going to be an increasing talking point. It already is the solar industry's talking point for this is what you need to be aware of for the future and why electricity costs are probably going to keep going up. And not just going up, but going up significantly. Quick Thoughts was responding to a tweet that referenced a giant spike in electricity costs, I think in 2021, 2022, that was then quote tweeted saying, this is because of AI and data centers, by the way. And he went through the data, discovered it's probably just inflationary. In his follow-up video after Mr. Global kind of talked about distribution rates and how those will sometimes spike, and that's maybe not what you're looking at with your electricity production prices, it does still seem like Quick Thoughts was correct. And I 100% believe that Quick Thoughts is still correct about this, because AI was not that big of a thing back in 2022. Like, it has become increasingly a thing. But when the solar industry is talking about the problem of AI and data centers and just the increase in the number of them and how much electricity they're going to use, they're talking about the projected data centers that are going to be going in the next 5 years, or at least the ones that are planned. But in 2022, we didn't suddenly have a ton more data centers put in like that year. It takes years to build one of these huge monstrosities, right? But it's still true that this may be a cause for increased electricity costs in the future. The more demand for data centers, the more demand for that much computation power, the more reasonable it is to justify the money to expand into all of these data centers, spend the money to keep them running, spend the cost of electricity. I am suspicious that all of that will actually come to fruition. But the main point of all of it is that we are looking at electricity consumption rates that are going to be rivaling the grid's ability to supply it. So if all of these data centers that are projected to go in the next 5 years go in, and we do not see a corresponding increase in the ability to produce power, that's going to create instability in the grid and much higher electricity prices because you have more consumers competing for the same watt hours, right?